Dan the Natural Man Show. Okay, today I want to talk about high blood pressure. High blood pressure is an epidemic in the United States and probably in the world at large. But the good news is there's a lot of things that we can do about it naturally. A lot of hypertension drugs have a lot of side effects that make you feel crummy, and a lot of people stop taking them, and there's a reason. And then if you look at the studies on high blood pressure drugs, they don't help improve your health, and they do not really decrease the risk of stroke or heart attack, because the very reason is because these drugs do not get to the root cause of high blood pressure. High blood pressure is a symptom, it is not a disease. It is a symptom of something going wrong in your body. So, let's get started. Number one, now, the diet that we should be eating, it should contain a lot of produce, fruits and vegetables, beans and legumes, nuts and seeds, and whole grains. These are the very foods that can help thin our blood. It can help get waste out of our systems. Think bowel movements. We need to have a lot of bowel movements. Constipation is the precursor of most disease. So first, we want to eat a plant-centered diet. That's going to help us tremendously with a lot of things, not the least of which is high blood pressure. Number two, if you're overweight, you need to lose weight. For every pound, now let me say, it's every 2 pounds of body weight you lose, your blood pressure usually falls about 1 point. So if you lose 20 pounds, you could get a 10-point reduction in blood pressure, which is huge. Number three, you need to make sure that you're always properly hydrated. Dehydration can cause the body to raise the blood pressure. It makes your blood thicker, and it makes your body go into panic mode, and it actually restricts your arteries to try to retain the water that you do have in your body. So you need to make sure that you're hydrating properly, and to do this you need to take your body weight, divide it by 2, and whatever you get there. Say if you're 150 pounds, you need to drink 75 ounces of water a day. Now this is just a general rule. If you exercise and you sweat a lot, you have a hot job, all these things, you have to drink more water. You know, if you lose a lot of water, obviously you need to drink more. Number 4, you need to start an aerobic exercise program. Now what do I mean by aerobic? A good walking routine will do wonders for your health and your blood pressure. You know, you can walk 30 minutes to 1 hour, 5 to 7 days a week. You know, jogging would be great. Jog 30 minutes 3 or 4 times a week. Cycling's really good. Swimming. If you like to go to aerobics classes, that's good. Go do some step aerobics or Zumba or whatever you like to do. Aerobic exercise strengthens our heart and improves our circulation. No, number 5, I think we're on number 5, strength training. Hold on, doggies, get out of here. Okay. Now in the past, a lot of doctors thought that strength training actually may be bad for your blood pressure. Now the type of strength training I'm referring to is traditional strength training, where you do more of a bodybuilding parameters, like pick a weight that you do 8 to 12 times. You have to make sure your breathing's proper. You know, when you on the eccentric, you want to breathe in. So for instance, I'm doing a bench press, so when you push the weight, you want to push your breath out. So the weight going down, in, weight going up, breathe out. Now what I wouldn't recommend for somebody with high blood pressure is powerlifting, like 1 rep Max is where you try to lift as much weight as possible for one rep. That does increase your blood pressure significantly on the rep. But traditional strength training has been found to help lower the blood pressure. And there's been studies now to show that if you combine strength training and aerobics together, it gives your heart extra benefits, because the strength training gives your heart certain benefits that the aerobics can't give your heart, and the aerobics give your heart certain benefits that the strength training can't give. So when you marry the two together, they work wonderfully for heart health and general health. Number 6, for any disease or health problem, you need to make sure your bowels are moving 2 to 3 times a day. In order to do this, you're going to have to make sure you're eating a plant-centered diet with plenty of fiber, and you want to make sure, like I said again, to stay properly hydrated. Dehydration can lead to constipation. Sorry about my dogs in there. Number 7, I want to look at some herbs. There was a study done recently on the herb or Indian spice, cardamom. If I can recall correctly, in the study group they gave the participants 3 grams of the cardamom powder a day, and it significantly lowered the blood pressure. I think up to 14 points in some of the participants, so that's huge. And then there's 2 herbs I want to mention that if you have any kind of circulatory system, heart condition, anything, you need to take these herbs. They're also good to take just for general maintenance and for prevention. The 2 herbs we're talking about are cayenne pepper and hawthorn. Now you need to make sure with the cayenne pepper that it is at least 100,000 heat units for it to be effective. And while I'm on herb quality, you need to make sure if you're going to get herbs and use, you need to make sure these herbs are good quality, because there's a lot of herbs in the market that are crap and they won't do anything for you because they're poor quality and or there's nothing in the product. If you want to buy your herbs, good distributor herbs are Dr. Schultz. He has a website called herbdoc.com. Herbdoc.com. His herbs are magnificent. And then another good supplier are Dr. Christopher's herbs. You can find most of his on Amazon. But they both make a cayenne pepper tincture that is spectacular. You can also make your own tinctures at home if you refer to the video I made recently that I put up on my channel. You can follow those directions and make pretty much any herb you want to. If you want to make your own tinctures, I recommend buying your herbs from Mountain Rose Herbs. Their herbs are, some of the best you can get. They're all organic. They're very fresh. When you get the bag and you open it, it is the aroma coming out of that bag. It shows you just how fresh they are. I've never bought an herb from Mountain Rose that was not good. So hawthorn and cayenne pepper, that duo will work wonders for your circulatory system in your heart. I highly recommend those 2 herbs. Another great herb for blood pressure problems is hibiscus. And I think you've probably all heard of hibiscus tea before. Well, drinking 3 cups of hibiscus tea a day will work wonders for you, especially in terms of your blood pressure. And I also recommend you're going to get that. I recommend getting it from Rose Mountain, or Mountain Rose. Please, Mountain Rose. Another food that we want to talk about is beets. Beets have been shown to decrease blood pressure significantly. Now you can either eat the beets or you can juice beets. And there are beet powders on the market. I'm not sure they work as well as the whole food. But if you just can't stomach beets, you could try the powder to see if that helps you. Another, celery. Celery juice and celery seed are all great for blood pressure reduction. You also want to make sure you're getting enough magnesium, potassium, and calcium. Now, potassium is found in pretty much any fruit or vegetable, and it's found in your beans. Magnesium is also found in your fruits and vegetables. Magnesium is found in high doses in green vegetables like turnips and collards and kale, spinach, things like that. There's a lot of magnesium in, well, there's a fair amount of magnesium in beans and legumes. There is a good bit of magnesium in cocoa powder and dark chocolate. And there's a fair amount of magnesium in nuts and seeds. Calcium, of course, calcium is found in your greens, your leafy greens. It is found in your beans, it is found in your whole grains and your nuts and seeds. Another vitamin that can help you with your blood pressure is vitamin E, but you want to make sure the vitamin E is natural. You want to look for D-tocopherol. That's the natural form. You don't want DL is synthetic. You want D-tocopherol, and preferably mixed tocopherols. If that says it on your vitamin, that's the best absorbed by the body. Vitamin E can thin the blood and it's excellent for heart health. And it is short in most of our diets today. Let me see. So there's many things you do with blood pressure. I'm still trying to rack my brain. If you have a severe case of hypertension, you probably want to look into something called the rice diet. This was a diet that the doctor came up with I think it was back in the 30s and 40s, before they came up with hypertension drugs. And this diet had the ability to lower malignant hypertension, which is hypertension over 200 on systolic. It had the ability to lower severe hypertension to normal levels within 2 weeks. There's also another doctor that practices today. His name is Dr. Joel Fuhrman. He takes his patients with severe hypertension and puts them on a 10-day water fast. And he said he has never seen a case of hypertension that has not responded to water fasting. He's seen cases of severe hypertension go down to normal within 10 days. And as long as they stay on a vegetarian diet, the blood pressure will stay stable at the lower rate, the lower pressure. Another big one is stress, and most of us, God knows, we're all stressed today. I think we live in the most stressful time in history today. You have to find ways to deal with your stress. Meditation. You know, in meditation, it doesn't have to be that intensive. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can just find a quiet room every day for 10 minutes and just pay attention to your breathing. You can breathe in and breathe out. And when you breathe out, you want to focus on trying to relax your body and relax your mind. And while you're doing this, try to just clear your mind of all thoughts and just concentrate on being in the moment and being in relaxation. There's a lot of things that can stress us, and we have to get rid of those things. So natural healing is about getting to the root cause of things and eliminating those things so we can get healthy. Now, things that make us stressed are jobs that we hate. We could be in relationships that are unhealthy. It could be many things, but we need to figure out what those things are, and we need to find a way to eliminate them from our lives, or we'll never have peace in our minds and our hearts. And it's very important, because most high blood pressure is caused by stress. It's stress. When you're stressed out, your body raises your blood pressure. It's the fight or flight mechanism that we have. I think that's all I want to talk about for today, but this is a very good list of things you can try and start to implement. Thank you for listening. If you like this video and found it helpful, please subscribe to my channel. It would make my day. And until next time, keep it natural.